Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach, on this awesome Saturday morning. Hope you're up doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, let's put it in the right place. So I get up, doing the normal routine, right? Making sure, bed's fixed, house is straightened, everything's cleaned up, good to go. It's a beautiful day outside. Car's a little dirty. Cleaning the cars, washing the cars. Already took the dog for a walk. Still got a couple more cars to wash, but while I'm washing this car, I'm listening to the stuff that I listen to, and I came across a new video, a new podcast, and just had to stop doing what I'm doing to share this information with you because it's just absolute fire, man. And it just happens to just be what I'm dealing with certain individuals in my circle. And it's just fitting to what I'm dealing with. And I just happened to come across it today. Someone asked me, how do you come across this stuff? Again, when your mind is, I understand it now. I get it. I get how life works. Okay. I get how the mind works. I've been working on it for so long that I understand that when you are looking for good stuff, I'm going to find good stuff. If I'm looking for bad stuff and my mind's in a bad place and I'm talking a certain way, I'm going to find bad stuff, negative stuff. So I found some good stuff today because, my mind's just where it's at. If you want to check this out, okay, because I can't repeat everything the way this guy says it, the way he says it, I'm just going to translate it in a way to where it's fitting for my channel and my students or whoever comes across this thing, all right? Okay, this guy goes pretty hard. Again, I've already talked about him plenty of times, Andy Frisella, okay? That's the YouTube channel. All right, because he's got a couple other different channels, but this particular channel is Andy Frisella, all right? That's the name of the channel. And then the title of the video is Winners Royale, Real AF, because that's his podcast, and you can figure out what AF stands for, right? Real AF with Andy Frisella, episode 103, okay? 103 is the episode. But you got to be ready. You have to be ready for the way this guy comes at you. Some people, they can't handle, swearing and the way certain things come out. They break real easy. They're kind of fragile with those kind of things. For me, I gravitate towards that. That's what I like. That's how I need to hear it the way it's supposed to be said. But like I said, in this case, the way I have my channel set up, the way I do things, I keep it in a clean manner to where, anyone can listen to it, even kids, teenagers, or whatever. All right, so let's get into it. Victimhood. All right, victimhood equals the most toxic trait that you can ever have. Okay, all it produces is just bad things. Okay, and what this guy is talking about in this video, in this podcast, because he goes pretty hard with it, is that we all go through things. Everyone goes through bad things. Everyone has to deal with problems. We're humans. We just deal with stuff. No one walks through this earth without some sort of problem. Okay, some sort of anything. We all have family members. Eventually, they're gonna pass away. We've all had a family member pass away. If you have pets, I've had 3 of them pass away already. I had to put one down. They're gonna pass away. What he's talking about in this podcast is people think that their particular problem that they're going with is unique and no one else has gone through it before. And he's like, dude, so many people have gone through that and they've overcome that. And you're not the only one. You're not special to the point where you're just no one else is dealing with the things that you're dealing with. Other people have dealt with the problems that you're dealing with and overcame those problems. And you're not able to overcome those problems because you continue to leave your mind and the way you think in that state. You're dumping all your problems on everyone else, friends, family members, parents, whoever, and you're not trying to solve those problems. You just want to whine, complain, and moan about the things that you're going through, thinking that that's really going to help the situation. Now, like he says, you need to get things off your chest. You need to let things out. Okay. And he even talks about it in this podcast that he has a therapist that he talks to. And when he brings his problems to the therapist, he goes, I don't expect my therapist to solve my problem. She can't. There's just no way she can solve the problem for me what she does is she asks me a question back. And what that does is it gets my mind to think in a different way to help me solve the problem. Okay. So when you go to this victimhood state that it's never going to work, it's never going to happen for you, you're never going to have whatever it is that you're trying to have and go after, it will never, ever happen because you are putting yourself, you are speaking that into existence. That law of attraction thing that, if you haven't heard about it, there's a thing called law of attraction. It is coming towards you. It is bringing everything that you don't want to you because you're speaking that out into existence. Versus if you talk about that you are going to overcome these problems, you are going to get through it, you are going to make it happen, you're going to do whatever it takes, however long it takes, however tough it is, you're going to make it to the other side. You will make it to the other side, and you're going to attract and bring people into your life, bring things into your life, do things for yourself that are going to help you get into that winning side of the thing that you're going through. Or you can stay in that victimhood state, woe is me state, it's never going to work state, why me state, life sucks state, the world is out to get me, no one loves me, whatever. It will always, always be that way. And I bring this stuff up, and I don't know if you can tell, okay, I'm passionate about this stuff because there's people close to me that it doesn't matter what I say, doesn't matter how I say it, what I send them, what I share with them, what book to read, check out this video, listen to this, read that, quote this, whatever. It's always raining and pouring on those people, man. It doesn't matter if you give them 10 umbrellas. It's still going to rain on them. It does not matter because why? They're in their own head, okay, that they can't see the light in anything. So it's always dark, okay? And you want those people to win. You want to see those people do good. Is this they don't want it for themselves. And it's so hard, especially for people like me, that I'm about winning, okay? I'm about victory. Like I want people to do good and live a fruitful life. And when you see people that aren't doing that, that's tough because right away you attract to those people and you're like, hey, and you try to offer things or say things or whatever, and you try to pick them up and speak positive, and it doesn't matter. There's always a rebuttal of some sort and like how it's not going to work. And it's like, man, dude, I cannot get through. And it's this victimhood thing. And it's the most toxic trait you can ever have because when you're in this state, I got notes everywhere and there's notes on my phone. You are trapping yourself in this state of mind. And that's all it is. It's a state of mind. It's a thought process. And what you have to do is you have to start changing the way you see yourself. You got to start changing the way you think. You got to start seeing yourself overcoming the things that you need to overcome. And if you can see that, then you can start working towards that. And then you can start slowly building momentum into wins to where you can start working your way out of that position. But if you don't, you will always, always remain in that state. And one of the things that just really got my attention too is like when you're in that state, you're always going to find stuff to complain about. Okay, this video, man, is like it just really hit home with me this morning as I'm washing my car, like I said, because it's like, man, it doesn't matter how beautiful it is. Like today in Arlington, Texas, I don't know where you're at, but at least here it is a beautiful morning. Okay, but to someone else in this same spot where I'm at, how beautiful it is, it's ugly outside because of the way they're looking at it. It doesn't matter how nice it is outside because inside their head, it's a thunderstorm because why they got too much junk floating around in there that they need to get rid of and clear things out, and so that they can actually see, how beautiful it is outside. So this video, let me see if I can pull it up, these other notes that are in here. And I'm gonna try and finish this up because I got to finish my work before I head up to the school. But he's talking about most of the world thinks whatever cards you're dealt, that's the cards you're stuck with, and that's not true. True winners, people who win and dominate in the world, they understand that it doesn't matter what card you're dealt. What matters is how you play it. And what people love to see is when you own your own stuff, okay, the things that you're dealing with, when you own that and you handle it and you can produce positive things out of it. Say bad things happen and you work your way out of it and you persevere and you grind through whatever crappy things you're dealing with, you're showing people what it looks like to overcome. Like you're a winner. You're leading by example. Like, you know what? Yeah, I went through this and I got through it. And it's like, oh man, you know, that's what I'm going through. Or that sounds very familiar or similar to what I'm dealing with. Man, they made it. I can make it too. So you need to be an example, or you have an opportunity with the things that you're dealing with to be, you know, a winner for someone else. Okay, take the things that you're dealing with, overcome them, and be a positive influence to someone else around you, so that, you know, you can help them do that as well. But what if you don't? You're losing. You don't want to win. You're accepting the situation that you're in, or the state of mind that you're in. Someone else you come in contact with, you know, kind of going through the same thing, and then all of a sudden they're losing too. They don't see a way out because you don't see a way out. And then it grows and it goes on and on and on, and no one ever wins because no one can see their way out of it. But if you can see your way out of it and you can work your way towards getting out of it, and you do get out of it, man, that's a great story to tell. It goes with the story, the thing that I was sharing yesterday with Jocko was like, you have two ways to look at it. It's all perspective. Two ways to look at it. Yeah, this sucks, and my life is going to stay like this, I guess. This is the way it's meant to be because these are the cards that I dealt. Or, cool. Problem, I'm gonna work my way out of it. I'll have a great story to tell when this is over with. And that is so important for everyone to understand, and for this kind of information to get out, because we all have a story to tell. When it's time to go and that book closes and all your chapters are written, it's over. You can't go back and rewrite anything in history. What you can do today is take all the bad things that happened, okay, and rewrite the last chapters of your life in a good way. Okay. And that's the way I look at it. Like, I've had a lot of things happen. I'm 46. I've had, you know, that's a long time. Okay. You know, I'm not some 20-year-old like trying to kick knowledge to people. And I've barely been on this earth, you know, not that long. I'm 46. I've gone through a lot of things, and I'm going to continue to go through things. But I understand that the way I think about it and how I handle them up here is how I'm gonna get to the other side of that. You know, I know bad things are coming. I know things are gonna come my way that aren't cool, but I've made it this far. I'm gonna continue making it until as far as I can go, but on the winning side, not on the negative victimhood, woe is me, you know, toxic side, where I'm dumping all my problems and whatever on all my students and all my parents and my family members. I mean, guys, just think about that. Like, I'm a coach, right? I got a couple hundred students in my academy. What if I walked into my mat area every single day and I complain about all the things that life gives me? They're not paying me to share that with them. Do they care about me? Yeah, I believe a lot, you know, most of my, you know, students, they care what happens to me, but they're also there to learn jiu-jitsu. But what if I'm that guy that walks in and I want to just, you know, spread all kind of stuff along to the mat? Well, oh man, you know what? Yeah, I'm going through this too. Oh yeah, you're going through that too? Yeah, me too. And then the entire mat area is just full. I don't allow that. I make it very clear that whatever you're going through, you need to leave that in the car, and you can pick it up on the way out. Come into the mat area, exercise, be around good people, get a good sweat in, get some training in, feel, you know, clear your mind a little bit, and then you can tackle and handle the situation that you're dealing with. Go pick it back up on the way out, and you're going to be able to handle it much better, versus if you're always walking around with that clutter inside your mind, that victim mentality inside your mind, you're just trapping yourself in that state. Okay, so you need to untrap yourself. You need to get out of get out of your own way. Okay, it's basically what this guy is saying, what I'm saying. Get out of your own way. You're in your own way. Okay, most of the things that happen to us, we do to ourselves. It's own. Like, I was listening to the video yesterday, I shared it. Jocko's talking about just ownership, extreme ownership. It's right here. Okay, extreme ownership. It's on my desk. Like, these are reminders. Hey, bro, like you did that to yourself. The problem that you have, you created in some form of fashion, way, whatever. You created that problem, and you need to own that problem, and you need to work your way out of that problem, because no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to come in and save you. Those things for some people might be kind of tough to listen to and deal with. But when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, is this a check? Is this a check, man? Like, yeah, I just got checked. Like, yeah, man, no one's coming to save me. My parents love me, but they're busy. They're doing their own thing. I expect my mommy to come and help me and, hold me and put me on her lap and like she used to when I was a child. No, I'm 46 years old. Whatever problems I have, I've either created them myself or things just happen because life just happens. And I need to work my way out of it. That's the way it works. And as soon as we understand that and figure that out, the easier it becomes, okay? The easier it becomes. So like this guy says, I want people to win. I want you, whoever needs to hear this, to be victorious and come out on the other side as a winner. And the only way to do that is to own it, figure it out, and work your way through it. And instead of being in this thing where you just start dumping all these things on all these other people, like you said, if you need a therapist, go get it. You need help, go get it. You need to talk to someone, go talk to them. But like you said, his therapist isn't going to give him all the answers. She can't. What she is going to give him is, hey, a question, and then make him rethink some of the ways how he's thinking so that he can go on and handle those things. So like I said, this here just got my morning just really fired up. Obviously, some of these videos I come in hot like this because it really gets to me, and some maybe not so much. But this, to me, these days, at least now with social media, because everyone's trying to impress everyone. Everyone's trying to be, go wherever people go and do what other people are doing. Back in the day, man, we had pagers. There was no cell phones. There was no video. There was no Instagram. There's no YouTube. I didn't know what people were doing unless I ran into them and they told me what they did. Now you go on your phone and you get sad because you're not doing what you want to do, what other people are doing on your phone. And a lot of that stuff is fake anyways. So it's just, we live in different times. And I just remember when growing up, I didn't hear a lot of the things that I'm hearing now. Okay. And what I'm hearing now, because I do talk to a lot of people, is a lot of victimhood mentality and not enough ownership, like the Jocko stuff. Like, once you own it, once you own your problems and own the things that are happening to you, and you start working on the solution towards those, things get better, life gets better, life gets easier. It's always going to be hard, but it does get easier because you have a different mindset versus, well, I guess it's the way it's going to be. And that's not true. It's the furthest thing from the truth. It's not going to be that way, okay? Like you said, some people, man, they're crying about certain things, and they have $1,200 iPhones, $2,000 laptops, blah, blah. Your life ain't that hard. Your life isn't that hard. You don't have that many problems if you have these nice things. And when people are dealing with so much more difficult problems in life. So get out of your own way. Okay, let's make some things happen for you in a positive direction. Show other people that you can overcome so that they can overcome too. And the people around you can be like, you know what? They did it. I can do it too. And let's get after it. All right, guys, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.